Okay, it says we're live. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today we're going to be swatching some new things launching from Moonshine Manny tomorrow. This is the Musicals Part 1 collection, inspired by my friend and swatcher Kayla. And this spoke directly to my soul when she was like, can you please do a musicals collection? Of course I can. I was raised on musicals. This is a part 1 because in this collection I have chosen 7 of my favorite Broadway musicals, and in further collections to come in years to come, I of course want to do like Rodgers and Hammerstein. Hi, Erica. Oh my gosh, there's so many musicals, but I was raised on all of these musicals, and I mean, Funny Girl is one of my favorite musicals and movies of all time. Hi, Sarah. So we're going to swatch these 7 new shades, but first we're going to look at the Project Dupit for March that's coming available tomorrow as well. And at the very end, we are going to swatch Fish Are Friends Not Food, which was one of the small batch shades, by far the most popular small batch shade that we had in February, and it has been called out to return, so it's going to make another short little run this Friday as well. In case you missed out on that and wanted to snag it, I made up another little batch. So welcome in. I hope you're having a good Thursday. Happy Thursday. And let's go ahead and get to swatching. So for all of the musicals today, I've seen all of them. I've seen all of them in person at like the touring Broadway musical production in Sacramento, except for Hamilton. That's the only one that I didn't get to see live out of everything featured today. But I watched Hamilton recently through the Disney Plus and loved it. I really wish I could have seen that in person. That show is filled with so much energy. It must be incredibly fun to watch in person. And I bet like the whole room is just buzzing with this energy because it's, you know, this momentum and rhythm in the music, and it's just so beautiful and exciting. And I was like riveted trying to listen because it was really hard to understand the words if I wasn't paying like super close attention. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Valerie. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go in alphabetical order after we look at the Project Dupit. So, when I decide what Project Dupit I'm going to do every month, I go to the post that's in the Moonshine Manny Facebook group under the announcements section. It's like calling all Project Dupit requests. I go there and see what is like the next most popular request after the one that I previously did. And we're going to have some OPI for like the next 4 months, by the way. But this month, the polish that you guys highly requested was for me to dupe this shade. This is OPI My Boyfriend Scales Walls, inspired by the, I think, 2012 Spider-Man collaborative OPI collection. And this is so highly requested, which I remember when I got this originally. When it originally released, I picked it up and I thought, well, this is a really beautiful, it's like a white, but there's just something kind of special about it. This was like when I was just barely starting to get into nail polish. And as I set out to recreate the shade, oh, Tika, I'm so sorry. Big hugs, big hugs. Okay, Google, mute volume. As I set out to recreate this formula, you guys, it is just an intensely pale gray cream. And that is how I describe it on the website, because that's what it is. It's just like a barely gray polish. It's a white polish with a tiny little pinch of black in it. It's I messed around with formula. It's not even like a little tiny bit of purple, a little tiny bit of green or whatever. It's an intensely pale gray. So that's what I created, and I hope that you enjoy it. I feel like I improved upon the formula a little bit. My bottle, and originally I remember it being this way too, it's a little bit thin. It needs 3 coats. It's slightly streaky. So I've created a formula that you should be able to get done into 1 to 2 coats. I know everybody loved Tatika today. Hi, Marlene. So we're going to go ahead and swatch it. I named this polish My Boyfriend's Back. I oftentimes like to name my project dupits after songs. And I thought it was kind of cute to name this My Boyfriend's Back because it's like my boyfriend scales walls and my boyfriend's back. So yeah, this polish should be great for nail art. I mean, anything that you want to do that if you ever want to wear a white polish, but you don't want it to be incredibly stark, like white, this one will be perfect for that. So this is My Boyfriend's Back. This is $8. It's a cream finish, and you should be good in just 2 coats. And I can show you how it compares to the OPI version. Side by side. I have a picture for it, and I can show you on my swatching too. So hopefully all of you who have been lemming after this shade, hopefully this will give you something similar enough you can stop having nightmares about not having this shade. So that was My Boyfriend's Back right here on my pointer finger. As you can see, you get great coverage in 1 coat. I'm not calling this a 1-coater because everybody's application process is different. But, you know, if you're in a hurry and you want like a nice, fresh, crisp, intensely pale gray manicure, well then this should get the job done for you. So I got it pretty darn close. I can tell you the color is really, really similar. Here is the OPI version next to it. And I have a photo for you, which is right here. Well, here's my photo of the full hand swatch. This is 2 coats. And then I have a comparison photo for you if you're curious. All of my project dupits, I call it project dupit. I'm not necessarily trying to dupe the original work. I'm just trying to give you something that's inspired by it, that will give you something to wear, that will give you the same feel, since we all long for these polishes that we can't get anymore because they're no longer in production. So in that image, the Moonshine Mani offering is on the pointer finger and the ring finger, and OPI is on the 3rd finger and the pinky. So there is your My Boyfriend's Back, and it's coming tomorrow, and it's permanent on my website. So I can give you a 2nd coat of this right here, but I don't really think you need it. You can see that, you know, do one thick coat or 2 thin coats, whatever you want to do, but it's great. It's lovely, and it's going to give you a really fun look, really fresh, but like slightly like, what's she got on her nails? Because this looks like a white polish, but I think she's got something up her sleeves. That is the vibe of My Boyfriend's Back. So I'm going to take these off, and we'll get going into the Musicals Part 1 collection. This collection has a bonus add-on, as is usually the case for all my collections recently. So you get the 7th polish for free if you're ordering the whole collection from tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. through Sunday morning at 9 a.m. And here's a little sneak peek of my autism awareness polish for, is it in front of me? This is Autism Awareness 2021, and it's called Inclusive. And it is a neon blue base, and it has a rainbow of iridescent flakies in it. And this is Inclusive. This isn't coming available this weekend. It's going to be the 4th Friday in March, but it's on my thumb, so I'll tell you what's on my thumb. Okay, so let's do musicals. Let's do Okay, so the first polish that I named in the collection, when I was like, oh, Kayla says we should do musicals. Okay, well, if we're doing musicals, we're going to have a polish called 525,600 polishes. So this was the first named in the collection, and the rest of them are named after actual lyrics and songs in the movie, in the musicals. But this one, I just couldn't resist. I couldn't not call it that, because that's what our polish world feels like. So this is 525,600 polishes. So thank you all for sending so much love to Tika. Okay, so with this polish, I wanted a black base because, you know, this is a serious show about some really hard things in life, and it's the grunge of New York City. So I wanted the black base for a more edgy vibe. And with 525,600 polishes, the concept is like, you know, there's so many different cool things that I could put into this polish. I narrowed it down to just blues and greens. So it has like 12 different glitters in blue and green in here, and some metallic flakies. So that's what's in 525,600 polishes, and this is a jelly base. So you're going to build it up in 2 to 3 coats depending on your visible nail line, and depending on how dark black as night you wanted it. And I really wanted you to be able to create a jelly squishy look with this. So I kept the base not too opaque so we could see all these yummy things. Sorry, I was out of frame a little bit. So that's the first shade, and that image up there is 3 coats. So next up, and I did get to see this one in person, and the gentleman who plays, I can't remember his name, but the guy that plays the character who sings the Will You Light My Candle song with the other gal, the original man who originated that role happened to be with the touring group for like a special run when they came to Sacramento. So that was very, very cool. Okay, so we are on Because I Knew You, and this was one of the most fun musicals that I've seen in person out of this group. This one was so fun, so beautiful. Not the most fun. I will let you know when I get to the one that was just the most party of a musical that I went to with my girlfriends back pre-COVID. Just actually right when I was married to Tim originally. So we're talking like 2012 through 2014. We signed up for the whole season for the touring Broadway musicals. And that was just such a highlight of the last 10 years, was being able to go see these with my friends. And it was just so delightful. So this is a neon green base, Because I Knew You, which is of course inspired by Wicked, and I'm sure you can figure out why I designed it the way I did. Besides the neon green and the black glitter mix and shreds that I put in here, it also has the red, orange, gold, green iridescent flakies to really give some fire to it, because both of these characters are super fiery women, the 2 main characters in the show. And I just love this musical. It's about friendship, and it's about sisterhood, and it's about how maybe who you think is the bad guy is maybe not the bad guy. And yeah. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Noah. I know, right? You have to sing it. Hi, Georgie. Hi, Rhonda. Okay, so that is Because I Knew You. Next up we have Do You Hear the People Sing? And out of all of the musicals that I picked for this part 1, this was the most beautiful. I walked away just gobsmacked after going to see this one. Beautiful musically. Now, of course, the talent of the cast, I guess, of the musical that you're going to go see, whatever run it is, I guess could make this certain aspect of which one I found most enjoyable musically. That could change that show to show, but I have always been in love with this music. I am sad that the video representation, the most recent one with Hugh Jackman, I'm sorry, I'm not a super fan of almost any of the cast members that they picked for that movie. So I don't necessarily care for that rendition of it, but this song makes me cry so hard. Do you hear the song that has the lyric, Do You Hear the People Sing? Every single time I just bawl like a baby. It's so impactful and emotional for me. I created one of my multi-creams. This, as you can see, it has pretty great coverage of just 1 coat. My multi-creams have gone 2.0 version this last year. I've upped the ante by adding Aurora Shimmer and Multi-Chrome Shimmer. So you have this blue base. It gets a little dusky because you add this lovely, delicious raspberry gold green multi-chrome, and then I added Aurora Shimmer, which adds like this bright twinkle to the multi-cream. So I also added a pink gold green iridescent shimmer, which is just kind of like pushing that color stronger through, and it's just going to give you a really great twinkle on the nail. So this is Do You Hear the People Sing? And then the next one is the most fun out of all the musicals that I've been to. I went to Avenue Q and I laughed so hard. So that might be one of the funniest musicals that I ever went to in person. But this one was just the most fun. Most fun. And as soon as I finished it, I was like, I want to start the whole thing over again. It was so fun. So this is Here I Go Again, inspired by Mamma Mia. And I do enjoy the cast that they chose for the movie for this one. I'm not a huge fan of Amanda Seyfried's voice, but for the rest of the cast, like this, I feel like this one is pretty fun. Not nearly as fun as watching it in person, but I do really enjoy a rewatch of this movie. I probably rewatch it about every 3 to 4 months. It takes me back. It takes me back to watching this with my girlfriends and just having such a fun time and letting loose and just enjoying the zest of life. Roger's actor's name is Adam Pascal. Thank you, Kristen. Your husband met Anne Hathaway a few years ago and said she was so nice and wonderful, and that has changed how I feel. Oh, that's nice, Rhonda. And Kristen says, Rent is my absolute favorite musical. I've seen the show so many times. First time was during its first. That's fantastic, Kristen. You're so lucky. Tika, I have highlighter on. Basically, the only makeup you ever see me wearing anymore is eyebrows and highlighter. I have it on for most of my videos. But today, because of this musicals collection, I put on some gold eyeshadow. I have on this. I picked this up in a sale at ColourPop recently, and it came all broken, but you know, it doesn't take away the gold luster of it all. So we wanted to get, you know, a little bit more dramatic for this video. I'm also wearing this because, you know, it came in the package with the eyeshadow. This is Always Sunny in Philadelphia, not in Philadelphia. Okay, so this is, I have 2 holographic polishes in this collection. Actually, the bonus polish has hollow in it too. And I have some sun outside today, but it's like through the clouds sun, so it's kind of not super bright. Joy, I need you to head back out the door. Thank you. Go check in on Salem and scare him. That'll be really funny if you scare him. Okay, give you a few more minutes. We were playing Roblox right before this. We were doing Princess Tycoon, and she's like anxious to be the top winning team again. So I told her I'd play again as soon as I'm done. Yes, Rhonda, love some Mamma Mia. Me too. Okay, so this polish is a linear holographic base. It also has, it's packed full of holographic micro glitter as well, and then a kind of, you're seeing the aqua of the shimmer. The shimmer goes through aqua, sapphire, and then a soft indigo purple. So there's some lovely shimmer in that one too. So let me go back through here and put a second coat on each of these. 525,600 polishes. I suppose it's not really in season for, you know, this delicious black jelly, but I couldn't not have a dramatic black in this musicals collection. No way. And then here's a, so I got that one done at 2 coats. In the photos, I did 3 just to make sure I was covering all my bases. So next we have Because I Knew You. I put some shreds in this one for dramatic effect because, you know, we got to get dramatic with this collection. This one's like, it's sticking up just a little bit more maybe than certainly more than any that I encountered when I was swatching my photo. But, you know, just be aware. It has shreds in it. It's for the effect of it all. And then we have Do You Hear the People Sing, which probably doesn't really need a second coat, but we're just going to go for it for the sake of consistency. She walked on to my door. Okay, so here is my disco ball. Here I Go Again. Okay, guys, I mean, which of these musicals are you going to sit down and watch right after this? I just can't with Mamma Mia. I always want to watch it. It's not for the male members of the cast. I enjoy the female members of the cast, to be honest. They could have chosen some better singers. You had a televisit today. Okay, so let me take these off because I need 4 more nails for the next part. That's the first 4 things we're swatching. Actually, we already swatched the Project Dupe, but if you missed it, it was at the beginning of the video. All of these items are going to be available at moonshinemanny.com tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you want the bonus polish, so you already get 10%. The collection is already discounted for you at 10%. And if you want to get even more savings by getting the bonus polish for free, order within the first 48 hours. So before Sunday at 9 a.m. Then you're even getting more bang for your buck. Okay. Clean nails. Voila. Joy learned the word capiche. So she keeps coming up to me and she's like, capiche? Okay, next we have I'm Not Throwing Away My Shot, which is, of course, inspired by Hamilton. Let me pop that image up there. So this polish is kind of meant to be a play on a patriotic polish because it's a cream base. It's like an ivory cream, not white. But the base color is inspired by the clothes. In the play, they all start out wearing this just plain canvas color. And then as the play progresses, they like add more colors onto their attire. Specifically, I feel like they start adding blue and then they add some red. So this is a multi-cream or a multi-chrome flaky Crelly. And as you can see in the macro, it's the majority of the flakies that I used are giving you a blue vibe. They're actually a teal navy violet flaky. But I also threw in there some red bronze copper, just like probably a fourth as much of the teal to just give a little bit of that effect. I didn't want it to look super patriotic, but I definitely, was inspired by that theme. So that's what's in this shade, and I believe it also has the same teal, like aqua to sapphire to purple shimmer that's in Here I Go Again. So that's why in the macro shot there, you can see like those little teeny tiny iridescent flakies. That's all going through the base too to give like some extra dimension to the polish. So this is I'm Not Throwing Away My Shot. And you can say it like that if you want to. Your sister loves theater. It's just so fun. It's such a journey to just go on. And I remember when I took Tim to the ballet of Romeo and Juliet, and I was so prepared for him to hate it, and he was actually enjoying it. The whole, like, just the whole production value and everything of it. Just one second. Ooh. All right, sorry, I just needed to check on that really quick. He's fine. His brother's got him. Okay, so that is that one. That's one coat. Next up is Music of the Night. This is the first musical that I ever saw in person in theater. I think I was probably like 12 or 13. I went with, they called it advanced studies when I was a kid. I don't know. It was a group that I got in that got me exposed to a little bit more things. But I have to tell you, the reason I'm telling you how old I was is I slept through a bunch of this. It's a very long show. But as I grew to be an adult, I mean, I appreciate the length of the musicals a little bit more than I did when I was 12. But I love the music in this. Love, especially, Sarah Brightman, I bowed to her. And so Music of the Night had to be in here. So this is the other holographic polish in the collection. It has a holographic base. It has micro black glitters, and then it's filled with, as micro black and red holographic glitters, and then it's filled with the red, orange, gold, green, shifty iridescent flakies again in this one. And of course, because I don't have great sun, I don't have a holo shot for you. So I wish that I did, but it's just not, the sun isn't working in my favor this week to swatch this. So the macro shot can show you there all the different fun elements I added. I wanted it to be very dramatic, but I didn't want to go with a full black polish for this one. So that's music of the night. You've been to Nutcracker Ballet twice as a kid. Awesome. You love the Phantom movie with Gerard Butler. I have to say I'm not a super fan of Gerard Butler in this role. The other gentleman who plays Raoul, I thought that he did really great. Gerard Butler was great as a dramatic force in the role, but I didn't love his voice. It's just so sad because it's like the Phantom. And he doesn't have a very great voice, but he did a good job in the dramatic, in the acting of the role, I thought. Kristen says, I was a music ed major in undergrad for 3 years, so I'm a big musical theater fan. I've been so lucky to have seen many professional productions of musicals and operas since I live in Cleveland. That's wonderful. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Bianca. Hey, Shabby. The Phantom is her favorite, but she loved The Lion King and Aladdin. Oh, I never got to see Aladdin yet. Go away, COVID, so I can go back to the theater. Hi, Brenda. Good to see you. Okay, so as for the bonus polish for this month, surprise, it is Lion King. So this polish is called Through Faith and Love, which, I mean, has so many applications and is just really speaks to me in my life right now. And I think as a community, as a society, this is an important idea, and then personally in my family, this is important for me right now too. So this is a gold base. It is filled with so much wonderfulness. But let's start. It has the pink, orange, gold flakies. It also has shimmer that's shifting, I believe. Actually, let me double check this one because I don't want to tell you wrong. But you can wear this as a topper or as a full coverage polish. Let me show you the options. And here is the beautiful, I mean, just the vivacity of this show is just something else. This is another one that you feel the music just straight through your heart and through your bones. It's so incredible. Okay, so we have, so I used two kinds of flakies. I used pink, orange, gold flakies, and I used red, orange, gold, green flakies in this polish. Oh, and I used pink, yellow, green. So I was really giving us a full rainbow of flakies in here. It's been a little bit since I made up this proto, and so it's not fresh in my mind, but I have orange to gold ghost flakes in this polish. I have red, orange, gold, green Aurora shimmer. And I have some gold hollow dust going all throughout this polish. So this is a super, super fun shade. As you can see from my image, you can wear it as a topper. I put it over Do You Hear the People Sing, and it gave such an interesting, cool look. But, you know, wear it over anything. That's putting a yellow over a blue. So if you can imagine, you know, all your different options. And then there on the left is how you would wear it if you want to wear it alone. So this is a bonus polish that you get for free. If you're ordering the full collection, you don't have to add it to your cart. It automatically is populated from tomorrow morning through Sunday morning at 9 a.m. And it's always available for purchase separately. So there is one coat on its own. And I'm going to show you we'll put it over this in just a second. So the last thing I'm going to swatch for you is Fish Are Friends Not Food. You guys have been asking me to make another batch of this, so I have. It's not coming back permanently to the website. Who knows if still people are calling for it in the fall. I'm hoping that the people who missed it will get it this weekend. But if it's so popular that you guys are still asking for it back in the fall, who knows, maybe it'll be a MSM comeback shade. But this is just a really fun underwater adventure in a polish. It's a turquoise. It's a sheer turquoise crelly base, and then it has these aqua elements. It has purple and green and peach elements. So I'm going to swatch this, and this is one that Joy helped me create, actually, because she's always coming to me, Mommy, can I make a polish? Can I make a polish? And so we think up a theme first, and then we think, what are some fun colors that it would be that would help us create this idea for your theme. Oh, and I didn't mention the flakies. It, of course, has flakies. It has pink, purple to blue iridescent flakies in there. And you could wear that one as a topper, too. That would make a cool topper. I already took off that blue, but let me give you a second coat of this, and then this is a Swatcheroo. So I'm going to stop talking here in a minute and hop off and let you guys go enjoy the rest of your day. So here's a second coat of I'm Not Throwing Away My Shot. And I got a little bit of red flakies in there too to go along with the blue. And Music of the Night. Let's get a second coat of that. Remember when I said that I was watching Real Housewives of New York the other day? Guys, I'm about to finish season 4 already. I've just had it on in the background while I'm working, and I'm just driving straight through that. Ooh, fun, Kristen. That's interesting. So, oh, you want Touch the Sky in a 2.0 formula? Yeah, that one would have to be a 2.0 formula, but I will look into that, Brenda. Okay, so there's 2 coats of Through Faith and Love. You could definitely wear it as that. You can see all that pink pulling through. It has very strong pink and red orange glow coming all through this polish. And then I'm gonna put it over something. I'm gonna put it over something in this little situation. Second coat of Fish Are Friends Not Food. Who has seen Raya and the Lost Dragon? Anybody? I'm trying to decide if it's worth the $30 that Disney wants me to pay to stream it in my living room. I feel like that's a little much. Like 20, I could be like, okay, sure. I could pay $20 to rent the brand new Disney movie since I'm going to pay that much to go see it in the theater. But 30, I was like, okay, this is just a little, I don't know. So that's all the new polish. Hi, Louise. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Sierra says, not yet, I'll wait. Let me put, what was I going to put as a topper? I was going to do something as a topper. I know I was going to do this. Oh, I was going to show you like maybe how you could do Fish Are Friends Not Food as a topper. Let me just play around with it for 1 second before we hop off here. Do 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 do. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to snag this Roam Around from Essie and pop it on here. Do 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 do. And then let's do, these Essies are great right here for just one coat. Lay them down and use them as a base. And then Been There, London That. Did you guys watch the Color Club video yesterday? Weren't they beautiful? Is anybody ready to just skip spring and go to summer? I'm not quite. I don't like hot weather. One of the only things I like about the winter is the fact that I'm not burning hot. My MS also, I seem to have less issues in cold weather. There is a Les Mis one, Louise. It is the multi-cream. It looks like this. Do, 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 do. There's Les Mis. So, yeah. But that collection was giving me all the summer vibes. All right, I'm going to cap these while I'm waiting for these bottom ones to dry. Give a little toppy top. I know the songs are going to be stuck in your head. Hi, Kayla. That might have to be on part 2. You're going to wait for it to be on the regular Disney Plus, Brenda? That's what I was thinking. Either that or I might take my kiddos to the movie theaters, which are open in our area, with some great social distancing options. Okay, so let me show you how you could wear Fish Are Friends Not Food and a completely different vibe. And top a turquoise, a teal shade. That gives a different vibe to the polish. Gives you some different options. If if you don't like the pale turquoise squishy look. And then I was going to show you how Through Faith and Love looks over something that's in the same color family rather than swatching it over a blue. Here it is over that SE red. So you just have a lot of options, a lot of options. So it's really, really fun. So let me put up the image of all of them together again, and then we will say so long. There we go. And then tomorrow, we may or may not have a video. Tim's MRI is tonight, and then tomorrow he has 2 procedures in the morning. So I don't know how soon I'll be home from that, if I'll have time to do a video tomorrow, so we'll just see. But thanks you all for all of your well wishes and good thoughts and vibes sent out to Tim. So I really appreciate it. What did I miss? Oh, some neon creams. Oh, yeah. All right, so that's going to be for today. Thanks for stopping by for this video. Hope now you're getting some good musical energy vibes into your soul, and it's just going to set you off on a great track for the rest of your day. And I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for giving me your friendship and love and coming here to hang out for these Swatcheroos. I know that my channel has transitioned into something a lot different than it was 5 years ago, and I know it's a lot of people's not very favorite, but it was what I needed to do to be able to still have my channel and still be able to deal with the different things in my family this year and COVID and Moonshine Manny's growth, which is a wonderful thing. And so I didn't want to just make my channel disappear. So this is the best option that I have. And it makes for a great experience with you guys that I get to chat with you guys every day. So I really appreciate you guys. So much love, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Big hugs for me. I hope you feel my hugs. Hugging you. Special hugs for Tika today too. Bye guys.